Hello everyone, the lighting collector here, and what you're looking at is the two fluorescent lights in my garage, which as you can see are Preheat. As you might have gathered from my videos in general, granted I don't have too many uploaded of fluorescent stuff at the moment, because I will fully admit to y'all that I have kind of not really abandoned, but not cared for this channel enough. There are so many videos I have recorded for lighting stuff that I've just never gotten around to uploading on this channel. I mean, probably thousands at this point. It's bad. And part of that is because for a while I focused more on my ceiling fan hobby. So this channel, while at one time my ceiling fan lighting was on the same channel, I just kind of stopped focusing on the lighting side of things as much. Partly because the fan channel had more subscribers and continued to grow. Now it's at like 1,200, which I haven't done much on that channel in a while either. But if you haven't gathered it already, I really like Preheat fluorescent lighting. It's probably my all-time favorite fluorescent startup method. I mean, how couldn't you like this? This is awesome. So, since it's kind of hard to find strip lights like this in Preheat, I had to create my own. And I do actually have a video on my channel that has been uploaded of this exact fixture. And I believe the other one that I had to leave behind. When I converted it to Preheat in my childhood home that I used to live in 6 years ago. Boy, it's been a while. So this one is from my childhood house. It used to be rapid start, and the ballast went out. And at the time I had an advanced Mark III rapid start ballast that I got at Habitat, brand new in the box. So it had been sitting for 30 years nearly at that point. And as we all know, capacitors tend to not like that, usually. So it lasted about maybe a year or less in that fixture before it also quit. And then at the same time, I got an eBay gift card for my birthday. And I thought, well, shoot, let me just look around and see what kind of Preheat ballasts exist on eBay. And I found a couple. When they were still cheaper than they are now, I bought two of them. One for this light here, and the other one for a bathroom light in my bedroom at the house. And so that's how this became Preheat. And actually, here is the ballast right there, which unfortunately failed a couple summers ago, and my dad left the lights on all day long on one of the hottest days of the summer. It was like 100-something degrees, and that ballast does not have a thermal cutout or reset, so it cooked itself and it quit. So I replaced it, and it has a GE bonus line 2-lamp Preheat ballast. That's just for replacement only, really, because by that point no 2-lamp strip lights in F40T12 existed for Preheat. Thanks to GE and their obsession with rapid start and forcing it upon everyone, that is the main reason why Preheat became uncommon in America and Canada. Because the rest of the world still to this day uses Preheat in nearly everything if it isn't LED. So that is one of the reasons I really dislike GE, is because they kind of ruined it for mercury vapor and metal halide, and they ruined it for HID now as well, and they ruined it for Preheat fluorescent, and now fluorescent, because what they love doing is pushing the absolute crap out of their stupid new products that aren't that great to make it seem like, oh, they're great, and they make their products from the older style worse to make the new stuff look better. Because if you go 10 plus years before they started doing that, their mercury vapor ballasts or their Preheat fluorescent stuff are really good. And then they make them worse to make the new stuff look better, to sell it more, and so forth. They do that more than any other company. They always have. And so that's why I don't really like GE, and that's also kind of what ruined Rapid Start for me, is knowing that we kind of didn't get much of a choice. They just shoved this crap in our faces, and then, yeah. So, rant aside, those are reasons why I have kind of started converting nearly everything to preheat, and also because these do better in the cold, these do better in humidity. So, those are pluses. So let me step over all the street lights here, good grief. Hopefully the storage will be better soon enough. And then this one is a instant start, well, formerly instant start fixture that I purchased new at Lowe's probably 4 years ago maybe, for the sole purpose of making it T12. Originally I had it with a electronic rapid start ballast, and then I finally got around to getting it proper with the preheat about 2 years ago, I think, maybe. Long story short, I learned from this fixture what a shunted socket is, because I actually had no idea about all that until I started doing, T12 conversions on instant start fixtures. So I had to swap the sockets on this, but before I knew that, I was trying to put a preheat ballast in this with the original shunted sockets, and it wasn't working, so I thought the ballast was bad. And I ended up getting 2 more single lamp ballasts, and then I was explained, or one of my friends explained what a shunted socket was, so I swapped them out. And that ballast I thought was bad, I put in something else, and sure enough, it's not. It works fine. So for the time being, this has 2 single lamp ballasts in it, and I'm gonna redo that, put a 2 lamp back in it, because I'd like to use those single lamp ballasts elsewhere. And yeah, so there's that. Nothing really crazy. I will also say that this is the first time I've had a chance to use these cool chain hangers for strip lights on something more than like a couple of inches, because in my last garage I did have some chain hung shop lights, one of them I think, and it was an 8.5 foot ceiling or whatever, so it wasn't nothing crazy, but this is like 12 feet, so yeah. I'm using Leviton manual reset starters for these, which provide a lot more blink than your typical F40 starters, if you haven't noticed. And I really like that. And the lamps I'm using are these Philips, I think from the 90s, I want to say. There you go. Ultra Lume 3000K F40T12 lamps, which are about 3000 to 3100 lumens and 3000K. So it's much brighter than what I had before, which was the Sylvania 5000K, gosh, what were those things? Designer 50 or Design 50, whatever. Which they did last good, they still all work. I just wanted something a little bit warmer and brighter, and this has done all of that. It looks better in here. And since this garage is fully painted white, the first time I've ever had a garage like this, I decided that I only needed 2 lights in here, and sure enough, I really do just need 2. If my dad owned the house, we weren't renting or anything, I would have totally put more in here just because, but there's no point. Plus, we're moving in a couple of months. There's really no reason to bother with putting more lights up. So yeah, there's not much more to say, except that total lumens are about 12,000, which is not bad. It's 250 watt mercury vapor, 150 watt HPS and metal halide. And since it's spread between 2 fixtures in a 4-foot span, it's very evenly lit. There really is not much of a dark spot. And yeah, I know my garage is a complete nightmare, well aware. It's not big enough to fit any of our cars, which is kind of stupid. In 1997, the Lincoln Town Car existed, that's what I drive, and trucks were just as long as they are now. So I don't know why they chose to make this garage shorter than those vehicles, so it just became stuff, you know. I'm gonna make a video of this very soon, now that I have the capacitors replaced. I need to fix the slip fitter on this guy before I record it. But there's several things in here that I've not made videos of that I need to make videos of. So that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of everything in here. I don't know what else to say about these, except give you more startups. That's it. Which, who doesn't enjoy that, right? This never gets old to me. I still come in here just to turn them on. I really like the ping that these starters provide, actually. It's quite nice. For one thing, F40 starters are either really quick and not blinky, or they're kind of relatively blinky, but they take forever. These provide quick starting and lots of blinks, which is the best of both worlds for preheat. And they start in extremely cold temperatures with no issues, which is something that Rapid Start does not do. Unless it's VHO or HO, that stuff can start in negative temperatures, which is something that regular Rapid Start cannot do. So if you did want to not have preheat but still have good starting temperatures, then VHO will be the way to go. That rhymes. Or HO, either one. But then you'd have more lumens, and if you don't want that, then well, pound sand. So I don't know what the next place is going to be like yet, or what the garage is going to be laid out like, all that kind of stuff. I have no clue at the moment, but I'm sure I'll have some neat lighting set up as always. Probably more lighting, most likely. So we will see. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks again for watching, and until next time.